global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Right now, Wike, the city minister, is releasing everything in his body, literally opening up on what is getting him vexed over all the things that Fubara did. That very quickly, for some of us who do not know, Wike is literally giving 10 messages to the Rivers State House of Assembly what must be done to make take Rivers structure back to him. You're going to see some of the subtle moves he's making and the subtle messages he's giving to the Amaewhule led assembly. And to make matters very interesting, he didn't spare the research chairman. He opened up on who he was, letting the whole world know what he did for him. And for some of us who also do not know, he spoke about their sawanas, the Ijaws, and what they stand. I think going forward, everyone needs to listen to this, especially the Ijaws, to find out where they play, how they'll play out in politics in Rivers State. My colleague is in the house after the videos. We'll come back for more on this.
I have had people say, oh, if they impeach him, there'll be breakdown one another. Rubbish. Hold on, rubbish. Nonsense. Which is nonsense.
Militants. Ethnic coloration.
Rubbish. Tell me who are the militants? Who is not a militant? Who is born as a militant? No, tell me the person that's born the day you were giving birth. They say you're a militant. Who is not a militant? Who cannot blow at the pipeline? Why do you arrogate this power to a certain group of people? Ijaw people are the only people who can blow pipeline. What nonsense is that? Who told you people cannot blow pipeline? Who told you people cannot blow pipeline? Who told you people cannot blow pipeline? Why do you arrogate powers to people? There's nothing like that. Two. Who is the one doing the contract of the pipeline? Who is the one doing the pipeline contract? The sovereign. It's not a Johnson. It's not a Tompolo. It's not Antita. They gave you that to do surveillance. You are the one correcting with the Ijaw, and they say Ijaw people are going to break pipeline, and somebody will hear that. That's crap. If the moment I hear that, that chairman, that enabling, that man, all is interested had to be looting. Did he read the judgment first? Did the enabler read the judgment? The retired judge who claims this, I know him very well. I appointed him as chairman. These are people who don't have character. The assembly has powers to even extend their tenure. If you cannot allow a vacuum, it's so easy to allow non-elected or caretaker. The assembly has power to extend their tenure. But when election is conducted, Supreme Court judgment is very clear. It's not me. I was not part of it. But that is the Supreme Court. I don't know what I want them. I'm talking about what is the law. What does the law say? It's not about me.
All right, welcome back. You've heard what he said about Justice Enebele, what he told Amaewhule to do concerning this, the local government chairman, and also what he said about the Ijaws and who is really a militant. Is there anybody born that was born with the tag militant? These are quite interesting times. Also take place.
Well, I think that Wike is a political personality that a lot of people are going to learn so much from, and he has opened up on a lot of things, and those things are going to be, for some of them, going to be a life lesson. He said he has also learned his lessons, and I know a lot of people from his media chat. So many people have also learned their lessons, and based on what we've heard him say, let's start up with Justice Enebele. Now, one of the things that we have to be very, very careful of, what we use people to do. Apart from what we use people to do, what we leave as precedents. Because I've always been saying it. So many things and twisting we are seeing today in Nigeria. It's getting very interesting when some set of people are in power. Whoa, it's really great. This one is happening, this one is happening. It's very great, it's very nice. Twisting judiciary, twisting this person, doing like this, using people to achieve this and achieve this. One thing is certain, one day the Pharaoh that knows not Joseph will show up. And the interesting part of it is that the person will up the game, and that's when you will start feeling terrible about it. But when he was doing it to the other people, you were very cool about it, and that's what we are seeing. And this coin payment is going to happen in the nearest future. There will be some that will happen that some people will scream that, this is not what we expected. This is not what we left behind. It was a seed that you left, and it has started growing.
What about for that local government chairman?
The local government chairman and all of that. One of the things that I've heard today, which had really opened my mind about, judiciary and all of that, is the fact that the reason why presidents are being sustained is actually because, firstly, to assure the people of the integrity of the judiciary, and also consistency of judgment. But it's really failing. I don't know why judiciary are doing whatever they are doing, but what he had said, he has not also taken into consideration that the judiciary also said that after 3 months, election should take place. So even if you're going to extend the duration of those guys, and but we all know who these guys are. If they said extend their stay in office, they will extend the stay and then start manipulating the electoral act such that, you people are not true with the election process now, so we cannot allow election. Today you keep election here, they will shift, say, no, that's not when the election will take place. Before you know, those guys will stay till 2027. It is very sweet now. We talk and shout and scream, and why? Whenever a man is with power, it seems as if he's the strongest. But the truth is that he's not the strongest. Neither is he the one that can think best. It's because power is in his hands. Unfortunately, there are people who will take over certain offices. We will not like their taking off level. Because when they wouldn't even want to sustain what we started. They would take off to maybe 1,000 heights away from where we started, and we'll feel where we stopped, and we'll feel so terrible about it. Whether we like it or not, government comes, government goes. A certain time will come that certain people will step aside. I believe that the likes of Babangida did not believe that a certain time will come that he will just be sitting there watching things happen in Nigeria without anybody consulting him on how he can help forge a future for this country. And it's going to happen to all the politicians, whether they like it or yes. Obasanjo today is just watching how Nigeria is just moving from one level to another. Nobody can stay forever in government. So now that the power is within your hands, my request had always been, let us not end up living a country that tomorrow or living a president whereby when we look at, we now realize that we were the architect of all these things. A lot of manipulations are going on. Now, if, for example, you bring back those guys and the legislatures that we already know who are sure to do your bidding, what will they do? They will never for one day RISEC to do elections. Now, all of this is intended for, we all know the time, what is intended for, so that the structure will still be maintained. But now the big question is it right? This thing do away? Because sometimes when we hear some of these politicians, they talk as though they are very perfect. But if you are able to do this and stereotype it for these guys to stay the next, because this thing is the way it's playing out, except I don't know how Fubara is going to do it, but the whole thing is going to play, the way it's going to play out, it's going to play out to a point that immediately that power comes to Rivers State, specifically Rivers State Judiciary, Rivers State Legislature, when they get a hold of that power to extend the tenure of the local government. Unfortunately, even if you go to judiciary, they'll tell you, well, that was what we did. That was what we agreed on. And before you know, they'll play game. We've watched this happen severally. Look at PDP. Where is PDP today? Gone, totally gone. From next meeting, it will hold on the 13th of March. It is going to 15th of May. Before you know, it will turn out to be till the end of 2027. Come on. But what you are doing, as much as it's very interesting, and it's playing out the way you really want it, one day you step aside and you see your brainchild grow out to become adult. You wish you never created it, because it's going to be the worst. Because a time will also come that certain governors will come on board and give an opportunity for certain people to become local government chairmen, and will extend their tenure for the next 8 years that they are going to be in office. And you sit back and you watch it, and Constitution be damned, because unfortunately the Supreme Court did that, and we'll sit back and be watching it, and the person will just go by. After all, this person did it, and if that person did it, come on, I'm following his footstep. We've got to be careful when people finish in power. When people finish sitting as for any position, whether it is presidency, whether it is governor, whether it is legislature, whether it is senate, when you finish, go home. It is not the personal property about this, but the fear is the future. I'm talking about the next 10 years, the next 20 years, because I tell you the truth, the kind of wicked will come up, and I don't know how we will feel when we see them.
All right, that's a good wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. So have a nice time. God bless you. Bye.